Hey guys, this is John Metcalf from Sow and Grow Regenerative. I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be seed saving tomatoes. So this is a really quick, simple process. It only takes about 5-10 minutes. It's there's a few methods out there, but I think this is probably the best one. And all you need is a couple of buckets. Obviously your tomatoes, you need a stick, and you need a hose. So ideally with a spray gun on it. So I've already done the first stage, which is get the tomatoes in a bucket, bash them all up with a stick so the seeds come separated from the flesh of the tomato, as you can see there. And the next stage is just to put water into the bucket and then drain it off into another bucket. The idea is that the flesh will then be separated from the seeds. You then drain the water off completely and you end up with just having a bunch of seeds, which you can then put on a plate to dry out and you can keep for next year. So without further delay, I will show you how it works. So I've got my hose here, and literally I've got my other bucket, so I'll just do that. Oh, change that. So just like that, and then we'll get our other bucket, like so, and we just drain off. That's the first go. Let that settle down a little bit, and all the seeds that are viable are going to sink down to the bottom. Any ones that are on the top probably aren't viable. So we'll try that again. So I can see loads of seeds at the bottom there. And one thing I didn't mention is it's more preferable to use overripe tomatoes, and that's just because the skin's going to come off easier when you mush them up with your stick. The flesh and the skin's going to come off easier. So we'll do that again, drain it off. And I can see loads of seeds at the bottom there. And we'll just wait for those seeds to float down. Okay. need to, you can just get the rest of the pulp out by your hand. You can see how quick and easy this is. As you can see, there's loads of tomato seeds in the bottom there. There's a few bits of pulp. You know, you're probably, it's going to take you 3 or 4 goes just to try and get it all out. And the rest, you could even put this through like a colander, just to get out the last bits of flesh, but I don't think I'm really going to need that. And then the last bit is just drain out the water. You might lose a few seeds. So, as you can see, it's literally just seeds left in there. You know, this is probably a couple packets of seeds that you can see there. So there's probably, you know, a good 100 seeds there, just out of maybe 20 tomatoes. Now I have lost a few of the seeds in there, in the bucket that I've drained off, but that's perfectly okay. Those seeds are the ones you probably don't want anyway. You want the seeds with a lot of weight, because it means they've got more energy in them, and they're going to be the most viable seeds for next year's planting. So it's really simple. As I said, that last bit you can just drain them off through a sieve. That will catch the seeds and then take off any of the water from that, and it's as simple as that. So I hope that was informative for all the PFFA lot out there, and anyone else that watches these videos. Just get that last bit of flesh out, and there you go. Tomato seed saving, easy as that. It literally took me 10 minutes, which is how long the video is. So I'll put those on a plate, let them dry out, spread them as flat as you can. Once they're dried out, you can then put them in a jar, store them in the fridge or store them in a cool, dry place. Don't expose them to any heat. Oh, there we go. Don't expose them to too much heat or moisture, because that will degrade the energy of the actual seed itself. And they'll be good for about 4 years if you keep them in the right conditions. So yeah, I mean, how easy is that? It's really cool. And it means you just don't have to buy tomato seeds for next year. So as long as you keep them in the right conditions and you save these seeds from open pollinated or heirloom tomatoes, and that applies to every seed that you keep or you want to save, then they'll be absolutely fine for next year. And yeah, easy as that. So as we go through the season, we harvest more, I will be showing you how to do different seed saving techniques for different plants. And yeah, give it a go yourself, because it's easy, it's free, and it's very rewarding. Thanks for your time, guys. You take care, keep sowing and growing. Just wanted to show you one last bit, guys, just while I've got the time. Literally, just going to empty that into there, let that drain off. Just like so. I'll leave that sitting there for a while. And what we can do, oh, as you can see, what you want to get rid of is the coating that goes round the seed. That's just simply because sometimes it can hold, well, it will hold bacteria. And what you want to do is, at this stage of seed saving, and I'll show you how to wake these up next season, but at this stage of seed saving, you want to keep them as clean as possible, because you don't want them contaminated with anything. This bit also gives you the chance to take off any last bits of flesh. And allows you to just drain out any of the last bits of water. And I'll just let that drain off, and there you go. And as I said, you just stick that on a plate, paper plate, or you know, ceramic plate, anything like that, and that will sort you out for next season. As you can see there's probably a couple of hundred seeds there, I reckon. So that's a couple of hundred tomato plants. So you can give these away to your friends and family, and easy as that. So thanks for watching, guys. And there we have our tomato seeds. I'm just going to let them dry out in the sun for the rest of the day. Then I'll pack those up and into a jar and save them for next year.